When it comes to earphones comfort, everyone's comfort is subjective and there are many factors that determine if an earbuds will sit nicely in someone's ear.
You hurt me, you did, several times. It hurts to admit that we're no different. I find it hard to commit, but you don't even try. Still I'm better with than without you. Oh, I'm on it, I want it, but why do you seem to call it your eyes? I can't tell if you're here or you're out there. Do you wanna be out there?
So what if we take that factor away and provide a solution where the earbuds or earphones don't even go into your ears? We're not talking about bone conduction, but today we're looking at air conduction. So will these be any good? Welcome to a review of the MU6 Ring. Hello, my name is Sean and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I do a lot of tech reviews as well as unboxing, and if that is something that interests you, do consider subscribing to this channel, leave a thumbs up on this video, as well as share this video to all your friends around. And with that said, let's get on with the review of the MU6 Ring. So the MU6 Ring was sent over to me for review by MU6, and although they have sent me these headphones, I'll still share with you what I honestly think about them so you can make that purchase decision. This headphones retails for about 79 US and that's about 320 Malaysia ringgit. They're on the high side of headphones, but however, if you're in the market looking for a solution that doesn't hurt, you'll know that the pain is a big enough justification for its price. So the MU6 Ring is a very futuristic looking headphones and it's unlike anything that I've seen before, and if you're familiar with what Bose put out a couple of years ago, it's using the same type of technology that fires a directional stream of audio into your ears through a set of speakers in the front. Do take note that if you worry about sound leakage, these may not be the right headphones for you. So the MU6 Ring is mainly made out of a lightweight plastic, and it's so lightweight that it only weighs 35 grams. And the color that we have here is the navy blue color, and it's a really nice color overall. So the band itself is very flexible, giving you a lot of freedom to move your head around, and it'll twist around very nicely. So on the right hand side, you get all the controls interface here, and it lets you control everything you need, including volume control, track skipping, and also your assistant, which is really nice. And at the front of the ring is where you can bend the arms down so you can position the speakers to fire into your ears perfectly. And the design ensures that it's one size fits all, so it doesn't matter how your ear anatomy is, you'll be able to fit these on you. So if you take a closer look here, you'll see that the speakers are placed at the bottom here, so as you angle it towards your ear, it will fire that stream of audio directly into your ear, which is pretty cool. So to put it on, all you gotta do is like wearing a headband style headphones or something like wearing your glasses, and just tilt the front arm down when it's already sitting on top of your ears. One thing I want to highlight is that these are not the most comfortable headphones with glasses on, and perhaps it's just the design of my glasses maybe, but it sometimes pinches my ear when I'm using them. They're not really a deal breaker, but it's just a lot more comfortable if I'm not wearing my glasses. And inside the headband, on each side, you'll get two rubber pads that sits nicely on your temples, which comfortably hugs your head and grips onto your temples. And also below on the right hand side arm is where you'll find the micro USB charging port hidden under this flap, which is really odd in 2021. But it's still better than bone conduction headphones that comes with their own dedicated charger, which is even more annoying. So the battery life is not too bad on these, and I certainly think it could go a lot higher considering the housing seems like there's quite a bit of space left for a larger battery. But if you use it for runs or sports, I think these are plenty sufficient. The Ring gives you about 6.5 hours of continuous playback when you use it at 100% volume, and close to about 10 hours if you're using it at about 70% volume. So considering that it takes an average of 5 hours to complete a full marathon, these are still pretty good. So features on the MU6 Ring is pretty basic and gives you what you need to get you through your day of workout. So for starters, it comes with a Bluetooth 5.0 chipset which supports both the AAC and SBC audio codec. No aptX here since they don't use any Qualcomm chipset. And the headphones also come with IP55 dust and water resistant, which is pretty good considering that there are so many holes and openings in the speaker grills, but I guess they should hold up pretty well. because these are marketed as sports-oriented headphones anyways. Apart from that, there's no built-in MP3 player, unlike the Ninka Runner Pro bone conduction headphones that we've previously looked at. And lastly, there's also no multi-point connectivity on these headphones. So considering that these are air conduction headphones, they are unlike normal earbuds where they have a speaker directly hitting your eardrums, and you're not getting that seal of a traditional in-ear earbuds. So the MU6 comes with a 16mm dynamic driver speaker that fires a directional wave of audio into your ears without you having to stuff anything inside your ears, which is super good for those that have sensitive ears. The sound quality is definitely miles better than any bone conduction headphones in the market. Since they don't rely on bone vibration to deliver sound, they still use physical audio waves to create sound. When I first got them, I thought they were bone conduction headphones and wondered why they sounded so good. So mids and highs are great on these headphones, and it's like the thing that you can shout about with these headphones since they are mostly what you'll get. Finally, these are also the perfect headphones if you want to run, listen to music, and also hear your environment.
So this is a test to see if the MU6 Ring is a good headphones for making phone calls. So this is me speaking in a relatively quiet environment, and this is the call quality that you can expect. So what I'm going to do now is to turn on a simulated background noise so you can hear a difference. So now there's a simulated background noise playing in the background, and this is the call quality that you can expect from these headphones. So what do you think of the call quality? Let me know in the comment section down below.
So latency on these are not the greatest, and they definitely suffer when trying to gain with them. Even without slowing the clip down, you can see the lag inside the game, and it does mimics what you get with very early Bluetooth 5.0 chipsets. Watching movies and videos, however, still fares pretty well. Anyway, let's take a look at the latency performance of these headphones. So alright, I love the technology that MU6 is bringing to the industry, and I think the design could afford a larger driver with better bass and higher battery life. And if you're looking for exactly a headphone that doesn't block your environment out, has better sound quality than a bone conduction headphones, then these are definitely right up your alley. So that is it for this review. If you find this video helpful, smash that thumbs up button and share this video everywhere. And if you haven't yet subscribed, do consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video.